This is the OTB Network.
Hello and welcome to Horses and Courses. I'm Dick Powell. Quiet weekend of racing from around the country as we gear up for the next 2 weekends with all sorts of major Kentucky Derby prep races on tap. But this weekend, just not a whole lot going on. Only 11 races this week, and many of these races, believe me, if they were next weekend, they would not make the cut, but we'll give them to you anyway this week, try to fill a little bit of time. Pimlico had a pair of stake races, and Saturday's was a good one. This is the John B. Campbell Handicapper, an event on the main track for 3-year-olds and up, going a mile and 3/16, $75,000 in added money. So let's go down and get Saturday, Dave Rodman's call with the John B. Campbell.
And they're off. Over to you and Leave It to Beezer and Salty Note. Tarquini is going to be taken back off the pace, and Longshot Admiral Bow on the far outside. Here they come towards the finish line the first time, and it is Salty Note up on the inside and Leave It to Beezer on the outside. Leave It to Beezer holds the neck advantage from Salty Note. They're just going a crawl up front. Admiral Bow and Over to You and Tarquinius is last of all into the first turn, 5 lengths off the pacemakers. Leave It to Beezer, the rail to Salty Note, Over to You and Admiral Bow the next pair, and it's another 2. Tarquinius still last and only about 5 lengths from the lead. Easy walking quarter there for Leave It to Beezer. Leave It to Beezer just on a long rein, leads it by 3/4 of a length from Salty Note second. It's Over to You in third and Admiral Bow, and Tarquinius will have to make up about 6 lengths from a slow pace as they move up the backstretch of the 5-ace pole. Pace picked up just a little bit, but it's still easy out there for Leave It to Beezer, who's got it by 3/4 of a length. But Salty Note still on the inside. It secured that rail, chasing Leave It to Beezer. Over to You, very close to the pace in third. Then Tarquinius. He's picked it up just a little bit as Tarquinius into fourth, about 4.5 off the lead. Admiral Bow has dropped out last. Into the far turn now. They're going to try to sprint away, and Leave It to Beezer still holds the lead. Salty Note and Over to You. Tarquinius is 4 lengths from the front, and now under a drive to catch Leave It to Beezer and Salty Note and Over to You. Leave It to Beezer holding on to the lead. Salty Note still down inside there, and Salty Note and Leave It to Beezer try to sprint away from Over to You with 3/16 to go. Tarquinius looks too far back, way out in the center of the track. Salty Note just in front from Leave It to Beezer and Over to You, and Tarquinius a furlong to go, and it's Salty Note taking off now. Salty Note at the 16th pole, and Salty Note explodes away to win by 3.5 from Leave It to Beezer. Over to You and Tarquinius.
In Ontario by D.G. McClellan, owned by Bruno Schickendans, trained here by Alec Furr, ridden to victory by Mario Pino. Salty Note covers the mile and 3/16 on the fast main track in 1:56.2. Sunday stake at Pimlico was the Gala Lil Stakes. These are older fillies and mares going a mile and a 16th on the main track, $50,000 in guaranteed money. So let's go back down to Pimlico and get Dave Rodman's call of the Gala Lil.
And they're off. In a blink off well in between is right there, along with Kaleto. The 3 of them ran across and undressed to settle back in fourth. Salute Loot is 5th, and Molly G trails the field into the clubhouse turn. In a Blink is right up front today, and In a Blink along the rail leading the way from in between. Then Kaloto and the gray undressed on the inside. Salute Loot and Molly G 6 lengths off the leader. Just an easy pace out there for In a Blink. In a Blink trying to relax up front, doing it well here by a length and a quarter from in between in the second spot. On the rail is Undressed, and Kaloto backed off a little bit in the fourth spot, just 2.5 lengths off that lead. The pace still slow. Salute Loot is in between horses, and trailing the field is Molly G. Racing for the 5-ace pole. Still in a blink, up front by 3/4 of a length. In between is tracking well in second. Kayloto then Undressed and Salute Loot, and Molly G Trail still 6 lengths covers them, and not a lot of change as they head for the far turn. Still a very easy pace out there. In a blink up front. Length. In between is In Between horses. Kayloto racing on the outside. Undressed is at the rail, then Salute Loot and Molly G. They're into the far turn, 3-ace to go. In a Blink's trying to hold on, but In Between still got plenty of run on the outside. Kayloto's 3 deep and Undressed, and with a fighting chance of length and 3/4 from the front, then Salute Loot and Molly G. A quarter to go at Pimlico, and it's In Between horses. In a Blink is racing on the rail, and Kayloto on the outside. Undressed is fourth with the top 3, trying to quicken on now with 3/16 remaining. Salute Loot is out to the center of the track along with Molly G. Kayloto gets a short lead from In Between. Kayloto is powering away now, final furlong. Kayloto's in front. In Between couldn't go whether, then Salute Loot in third. Kayloto left-handed stick shifting around just a little bit now, put to right-handed pressure and holding safe. Kayloto chalk up 4 for Mark Johnston. Salute Loot with a good run late. In Between and then Molly G.
Larry had a ton of force all the way around the far turn. I don't know what he was waiting for. By the time he got challenged, it turns into a kicker's race, especially with the slow early fractions. And In Between, the 19-10 favorite, finishes up third. But the winner, another Ontario bred winning down in Maryland. This one bred by Edward Lang, is a daughter, of Let's Go Blue, out of the Windy Sea mare Sifton Sea. Bred by Ed Lang, owned by the E&G Stables, trained here by Scott Lake, ridden to victory by Mark Johnston. Kayloto is going to cover the mile in the 16th in 1:45 and 1. We did have a stake